Hello class, welcome back to another programming exercise. For this exercise, we're going to write a program named check month that prompts a user to enter a birth month. If the value entered is greater than 12 or less than 1, display an error message. Otherwise, display the valid month with a message such as 3 is the valid month. Okay. Write a program named check month 2. So let's do this first one. Let's just do this check month. Let's go ahead and open up Visual Studio. So we're going to do this check month program. Let's go ahead and create a new project. It's going to be a console app. We're going to call it check month. Click next and create. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the starter code. We're going to be using system. All right, and we're going to be using static system.console. Okay, let's go ahead and create our class of check month, open and close curly braces, our static void main method, open and close curly braces. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just asking the user to enter their birth month, right? So we're going to have an integer for the month that they enter, and let's go ahead and prompt them. So we're going to do a write line or a write function, and we're going to say enter your birth month. They're going to enter a birth month, and so month is going to equal convert dot to int 32, and that's going to be whatever is in the read line. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do it's called exception handling, but we're not going to completely do it. So if the user enters a number, we're going to check this number. If they enter letters, it's still going to mess up. But we're going to see if they enter the wrong number, we're going to let them know about it. So we're going to do an if statement. And if the month, the variable month, is less than, let's see, less than 1, and we're going to do another or statement, or if the month is greater than 12. So if that is the case, we're going to do a write line, and we're going to let the user know that that is a invalid month. Enter a number between 1 and 12. Right, something like that. And then we're going to do a else statement. Else means whatever's left is what we're going to be going with. So our else statement, we're going to have a write line again, and we're just going to say something like whatever month you put in. So let's do a placeholder 0 is a valid month. And outside of the double quotes, we're going to put a comma, and we're going to put month because that's what they entered, and semicolon. So this should work. Let's go ahead and check it. Enter your birth month. Let's just say 99. Invalid month. Enter a number between 1 and 12. Great. Let's do -1. Again, invalid number. Great. So far it's working as expected. And let's do 5. 5 is a valid month. Okay, so we have that done. That's fantastic. Now we're going to go ahead and go to our next part of this. Write a program named checkmonth2 that prompts a user to enter a birth month and day. Display an error message if the month is invalid, not 1 through 12, or if or the day is invalid for the month. For example, not between 1 and 31 for January or 1 and 29 for February. If the month and day are valid, display them with a message. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's go ahead and create a new, well, we have the program. Let's go ahead and do a new file. new file. We just want it to be a C# file. C#. I do that. Open. Using system, public class, but we're going to change this to check month 2. And this is going to be static void main. So we're just changing up a few things, getting our new one down. Using system, using static system.console. So we have a new class of check month 2. So we have this old class of check month. We might take some of this stuff. So we are going to be getting a month from our user. So I'm just going to take this part right here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it here. So we are getting a month from our user. We're converting it into an integer for month. Okay, there's a few things that we need to do. Since we are checking and most months are either 30 or 31 days, we're going to have what's called a switch function going on, and it's going to be fun. So I have an integer for the month. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to just kind of copy and paste this whole code, but instead of month, we're going to change this to day. So we're getting the month and we're getting the day. We're getting both of them. Okay. And we're going to have something that is going to let us know if the month is valid or not. So we're going to have a Boolean, and we're just going to call it something like month good or something, month good. And that's going to start off equaling false. We're going to have another Boolean for day good, and that's also going to equal false. Okay, so we have all of our variables set up. We're asking our user month and day. So down here, we're going to start a switch. And what we're going to be using is the month variable. So in this switch month variable, we're going to need a body for the switch. So make sure you add your curly braces. And for our different cases, so for the in the case that the month they enter is the number 1, and in the same case if the month they entered is number 3. And the reason I'm doing 1 and 3 is because January, March, all the odd months have 31 days, right? So we're going to do a 31-day thing. So we're going to do a case. I'm just going to copy that word. So I'm going to type it out. I know I'm super lazy. Case for 5, colon, case for 6, colon, not 6, 7. And let's see. I got to count on my knuckles. Yep, okay. And the case for 8, because January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, 7 and 8 are back to back. They both have 31 days. And then it kind of switches from odds to evens at that point in the calendar year. So 10 and then case 12. Okay. So for all of these cases, these are the months that have 31 days. January, February, March, May, July, August, October, and December. Okay, so we're going to do this. In the case that they enter these numbers for the month, open and close curly braces. So for all of these cases, if the day is greater than or equal to 1 and the day is less than or equal to 31. if this is the case, if the day is between 1 and 31, we're going to say the month good is going to equal true. And we're going to say that day good, oh, day good is also going to equal true. Oh, forgot my semicolon. All right. So this if statement needs to be inside curly braces as well, because I'm going to need both of these statements, not just one of them. All right, so if that is the case, they're going to be good. We're going to have a else case. If the day is not between 1 and 31, then our case means that everything is going to be false. So we're going to have day good is going to equal false. And then we're going to break after that. Break means it's getting out of the program. It's not going to do anymore because it's a bad day, having a bad day. All right, next we're going to close this this case that we have. This curly brace right here needs to be over there. I'll just go ahead and put it there. There we go. So we have closed out our case in the case of 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. We're going to create another case. And the case is 4. We're going to have another case if the case is 6. We're going to have another case. Oh, not vase. Case. If the case, oh, put it back over there. If the case is 9. We're going to have one more case if it is 11. Okay, so we have these months. We need a case body for it. We're going to say if the day is greater or equal to 1 and the day is less than or equal to 30. That is going to let us have a good month and a good day. So month good equals true and day good also equals true. We're going to have a else statement that is going to make day good remain false. And then we're going to break out of that one. Break out of that case. Okay. So we've done all of these except February. Let's go ahead and get February out of the way. So we're going to do another case. Let's put over here where it needs to be. Case 2. If the case is 2, then we're going to do if day is greater than or equal to 1 and the day is less than or equal to 29. Oh, I messed up here. I need to have an equal sign right there. We're going to have a body for this if statement. That means that the month good is going to equal true and that the day good is also going to equal true. Okay, so we have all of the months. Everything there is good. Okay. And we're going to come down here. We're going to have a default case. Default case just means if they enter something else. So that's going to be default. Yeah, our default case. And we're going to have month good. And that's going to equal false. And we're going to break out of that default case. So if they enter something that's not right, it's going to say that the month is bad as well. Okay, so now, after we've done all of our possible cases, right, we're going to have a if month good and day good. So if both of those are true, then we are going to print out, we're going to do a right line. And what did it say do? Display them in a message. Okay. We're going to display it in a message. So right line, and we're just going to say something like placeholder 0 and do a slash placeholder 1 is a valid birthday. We're going to put a comma and do month, comma, day. And then we're going to have an else statement. If they're not okay, if the month good and day good booleans are bad, we're going to do a right line. And we're going to say something like invalidate. Something like that. Now, I know this is a lot, but this is a switch statement. Imagine how many if-else statements you would have to put: if January, if days, if this, if that. So switch statements kind of help you out if you know what the possible inputs could be. So let's do '07. Oh, that's 97. Invalid month. Enter number between 1 and 12. Yeah, so it stopped, didn't like it, but we're doing check month. That's why. So let's not do check month. Let's do this one. Wait, class 1. Enter your birth month. '07. '07 is valid. Why is it not doing what I want it to do? I want it to do class 1. All right, you know what? Just to fix this, I'm going to copy this whole thing, put it where this one is. For some reason, doesn't like that. Run it again. Build errors. I have a build error for case 2. Why is there a build error for case 2? Oh, I didn't do the bad one. Okay. So we're gonna do an else. Forgot to add that part. Else, we're gonna say day good is going to equal false, and we're going to break. That fixes it. Okay, let's go ahead and run it one more time. Let's do 10 birthday. Let's do 8. Let's see. Oh, it didn't like that, did it? Let's see. What is going on here? We did our switches. I don't have a. I don't know. If. Hmm, if statement. We have our else statement. Um, don't know why it's not running the way it needs to run. 10, 10. All right, automatically close the console, debugging stops, all that stuff. So it doesn't print this out. Why is it not printing out? So our printout is not good. Well, okay. So our printout, that makes sense. Our printout is still in our case function. We don't want that. So let's put another closing curly brace there. That takes it out. Get rid of that extra one over there. And that should work. Let's do 10, 10. There we go. Okay, let's run it one more time. Let's do 15, 12, invalidate. 15 is not good. Let's try leap year. I know I didn't program leap year in, but 230. Invalidate. I know that's not leap year. 229. 29 is a valid birthday if it's leap year. All right. Now that we've worked out some of the kinks, this is the working code. Let me know if you have any questions on this. Sorry, I had to bounce back and forth a little bit. I'm not super eager to use switch statements in my coding. but they are useful if you have too many if-else statements that you have to write. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good day.